Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Garcia and I'm Jenny Garcia and on Instagram, and in this video I'm going to teach you a technique that I like to call scribble lettering. Your first step is to write your word using the lightest color that you will be using. I'm going to make an all pink word, so I want to make sure that I have different tones of colors, and that is the color that I use for the background if you want to recreate this exact piece. Then I'm going to use a few different tones of pink, and I want to make sure that each tone is distributed in each letter and it travels around all that letter so it looks cohesive. It's supposed to be messy, so don't worry about it too much. At the end we're going to clean the outline with the monotone permanent marker. And for this I'm using the brush tip, but if you're having difficulty in the upstrokes, you can also use the bullet tip. It's not a big deal. You can also use the Tombow twin tone markers. They are the same formula. They are water based, so it works perfect. And I'm just gonna keep filling up the word until I cover enough of what I want. And at the beginning you can see the speed on the top, and that is because with lettering it's very important that you have time to sit and actually do it. It's one of those things that you need patience and you need time. The most important things for thin upstrokes is to go slow, so that is why I'm speeding it up for, the fact that this is a video and you don't want a 30-minute video of me just filling up a word. But make sure you take your time. This is supposed to be relaxing, and it doesn't have to be that perfect either, but and one of the last colors that I'm going to use is the one that I use at the beginning, the lighter color. Once you put a second coat, it's going to look a little bit darker. I'm just filling up the word. This is how it looks before I take the Tombow monotone permanent marker, and I'm going to use the fine tip to go all around the word. Again, take your time. This is kind of tricky. You can also use the monotone pens from Tombow. I would recommend either the 3 or the 5. I'm going to use the number 1 to make a few crosses and inside the word. I just want to add a little bit more texture. You can do dots too, or just simple lines. And don't be afraid to really move your paper around. I know that some people in videos find out that it makes them dizzy, especially if you're going too fast, so that's why I cut it. But just turn your paper around while you're coloring, while you're outlining it. It's not a big deal. And now I'm gonna go with the color I used at the beginning, and I'm just gonna fill the gaps. And I'm not gonna do it too well because I also want like a little bit of roughness and grit to it. Once I color all my word, I'm going to use the twin tone markers to draw a few crosses like I told you at the beginning. I'm going to use pinks too and the black, but first I want to use the pink. I like to layer the colors, and I'm using a mixed media paper pad from Strathmore. I'm going to link my products below. They're affiliate links. You don't get charged extra. It's just a little commission for linking the products and sharing this knowledge with you. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them below. But this is a really easy technique. You don't need to be a master blender. even though blending with these markers is super easy too. But you know, if your lettering is still not where you want it, maybe this technique can kind of mask and make it look like you're being messy on purpose. I know it's at the beginning we want to write so fast like we normally do in our lives, but lettering is not the kind of hobby that you do hurrying. And now I'm using the 01 monodrawing pen from Tombow. Don't forget the loops at the bottom. You could probably try this in your iPad too if you do iPad lettering. I personally don't, but it looks really cool and it's almost the same thing. So you can also you don't have to stick to one color like I did with pink, but I would recommend that you stick to analogous families when it comes to colors. That way your colors don't get muddy, they don't turn brown. For example, if you're gonna do a purple, then you stick to pinks, reds, and blues. If you add a yellow, it's gonna eventually touch the purple and become brown. So this is how it looks. I'm also gonna use the white a little bit. Well, I think I used it there, but I'm gonna add even a little bit more. You're gonna see it in the close-ups. And I really like how this looks, so I hope you enjoyed this technique. It's really easy. I've had this one for a while ready to upload and I keep forgetting it. So now then in there you can see the really cool close-up. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like lettering, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.